Welcome boys and girls from YouTube. My name is Sloth, this is Sloth Forge, and thanks a lot for stopping by. In today's video, I want to record my fusing session from my familiars and talk a little bit about my thought process and just show you, my results. So let's hope for some good results. Now, if familiar fusion is something absolutely new for you, I would recommend to watch my other videos. I will put some links in the description below, where I talk about the most efficient way to get mythical pets, and then the most efficient way to get good mythical pets. So pets, ideally something like this with 3 or maybe even 4 good talents, because this is definitely what you want to aim for first. You want at least 2, ideally 3 or 4 pets, where each of those pets has 4 good talents. And the 2 pets that you should focus on first are the cat and the golem. And the reason why we only focus on 4 talents for now is because it is extremely unlikely that you get a pet with 5 or 6 talents, and then it's even more unlikely that those talents are also good ones. So this is why for now we just aim for pets like this with 3 or 4 good talents. So this is what I want to do today. I will no longer improve the cat for now because it's fine. Actually, 3 good talents is something I would absolutely keep for now because it will be very resource expensive to improve this cat here further. So I will focus on the golem for now and try to give him a 3rd good talent. And then I'm not entirely sure, then we will most likely try to make this pet here a good base pet actually, because I think this is honestly like kind of an interesting skill. So I will most likely at least go and make the Saber Ring my next base pet. When I talk about a base pet, I always mean a pet with 4 talents. It doesn't matter how good those talents are, a base pet is just a pet with 4 talents. And then we have food pets. Pets like this. Pets that have exactly 1 talent and that are mythical. Because we have definitely by far the best probabilities to get a good pet if we fuse our pets like this. A good pet on the left, our base pet, and then a food pet on the right with exactly 1 skill. So this is just what we try to do. So especially today, we're most likely creating a lot of food pets and no base pets, because creating a base pet is way easier as well. It takes a little bit of time and some copies, but it is still way easier than creating food pets. And still, this is, I'm very sure about this, the most efficient way to get good pets. Because otherwise it's just so much RNG. For example, if you combine 2 good pets, I would never recommend you to do this. So for example, pets like this, please never fuse them. The outcome is very likely not to be what you want, and then you lose 1 good pet. So with this method here, it's way more resource efficient, and also you don't lose your progress. So this is why I would definitely recommend to use this method, which I will, as I said, put some links in the description below. But now, let's get into this. As you can see, I have quite a lot of pets, quite a lot of golden pets, and even more of those purple pets. I already used some of them, I've used some of them because I'm recording this now for the 2nd time, because the first time I had some sound issues. But I had luck that I recognized the sound issues after 5 or 6 minutes into the recording. So but now, back to topic, let's get into this. Now, when creating food pets, there are different kind of pets. We have those pets with no talents, which are perfectly fine. Then we have pets like this, that have 1 bad talent. We don't like those pets, honestly. And then we have pets like this with 1 golden or 1 good talent. Now, this is a bad example because the Calamity chest is nothing that I want for now. I think this is only interesting for PvP, not for PvE. But something like this. The Spiker Pursuit. So this is an ideal pet, and now we want to improve this pet, and we can somehow manage to get this pet mythical without anything else changed. Then we have the perfect food pet. And we want as many of those food pets as semi-possible. So what I'm doing now is combine this pet with pets that have no talents, because then we have the highest probabilities that the pet will evolve without adding any other talents, because as I said, we don't want any other talents on those pets. So let's get this started. Okay, as you can see here, nothing really changed. Every attack went down a little bit. So we actually discard the results because, yeah, attack is, I think, definitely the most desired stat from the 3 available stats. Oh, wait a second. We have no attack here. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I already failed on the very first fusion of this video. So yeah, let's keep on just fusing. I think this is okay, still not better, so we discard the result once again. And keep on fusing. Well, okay, now they really don't want to evolve, do they? We have some attack here with A, which is nice, so I think we take this one actually. But the results for now, no evolving, because we still have a 1 in 3 chance that they evolve into legendaries, so could you please evolve? But now this is at least attack on S, which is cool. But yeah, as you can see now, if you have such a bad luck, then we can try this one here and hope that defense now goes on S as well. But wow, it does not want to evolve. Now, yeah, this is just what I talked about. RNG can be so heavy, and this is why we want to have this checkpoint method, you know, the method that I explained in my other video a bit more in depth, because we really don't want to lose any progress. Because as you can see, if RNG is bad, then RNG is bad. And just imagine that the outcome now would have been, even though we have a 33% chance, which is very good, honestly, it can still fail so many times in a row. And if we combine 2 good paths, and then we only have like a 20% chance that the outcome is going to be what we want. So you're very likely going to lose a path and still have no good results. So this is, yeah, why I would just recommend to be as efficient as somehow possible. But this now starts to get quite hilarious, honestly. We discard the results because we, as I said, don't want 2 talents. So wow, but this is quite, wow, this is quite unlikely, quite unlucky, honestly. Now, could you please evolve? Just evolve without giving us, wow, okay. Am I doing something wrong here, guys? Because it says 33% chance, rarity chance. And now I did this 2 weeks ago, and while creating my first pets, and I had relatively good success. So right now I'm a little bit confused because we have no more of those 0 talent pets. This is now okay, because if it does not evolve now, okay, thanks for nothing, I guess. Also very interesting that the stats does not improve at all. Okay, because it went up to S, but attack went down quite a lot. I think we still keep this result just because double S is cool. But wow, okay, this was rough. This was extremely rough now. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we could now also fuse him with pets with 1 talent. But then it is way more likely that the outcome will have 2 talents, which is something that we don't want to. But I think we have no other chances, so let's do it like this. Perfect. Okay, at least it is still possible that they can evolve. This is good to know. Also, I don't like that stats went down so much, but we definitely keep the result because we want those food pets. And now I know that this is quite a bad showcase, actually, kind of, because oh, hello, cat. I hope you cannot hear the cat in the background. This is quite a bad showcase because this was extremely bad, and this is not how it normally looks like. Okay, so if you follow my strategy and my other guides, then I really hope that this is not going to happen for you as well. Now I'm looking at the golem just real quick. We have the Valchis Majesty and the Dragonstride. So those are the 2 talents that we don't need for now. So we don't do any Valchis Majesty or Dragonstride food pets for now. So something like the Spiker Pursuit would be absolutely fine. We can skip this one. And as I said, yeah, I really like the Spiker's Pursuit, so let's just keep on fusing this pet here. So for some, well, we discard the results. Can we also make it that it only shows us the epic ones? No, okay. Definitely discard the result here as well. Okay, hello. Okay, now at least the the stats improve a little bit, but the ratio is extremely bad. It just feels a little bit off, honestly, to me, because it definitely didn't feel like this back then when I did this approach the first time. But maybe I had just good luck then and bad luck now. I mean, this is the definition of RNG. So we keep on just producing some Spiker Pursuit pets. Yeah. Hello, cat. I'm so sorry. I really hope that you cannot hear the cat. Talking about pets and the cat in the background, I'm so sorry. This might chess. This is also a talent that I wanted to talk about just real quick. In general, I don't think that this is it's a really good talent because it is, you have to kill an enemy. And for many content like Vortex, for example, this is not too good. But for example, like at Mecha Torque in Season 2, the end boss, this would have been extremely good. Increasing your attack by 18% is very cool. So this is an interesting talent, which I would not entirely sleep on, but for now I think there are a lot of better talents. Okay, so let's keep on fusing. Also, yeah, you have to definitely make slow when fusing, because sometimes you don't want to do any mistakes, you know. You don't want to discard a good result or vice versa. Let's keep on fusing. Okay, but the 33% chance that it does not want to give us some good results. Perfect. But on the other hand, we have to admit this as well, that we have actually some good luck here, that 3 times now the pet evolved, and then actually all 3 times we have the exact outcome that we wanted. We have no other additional talents, just the one talent that we need. So I think RNG still is kind of fair, honestly. So let's try to fuse this pet here as well. And then we keep on with the golden pets. Same process actually, just with the golden pets. We discard the result. We do not really care actually for what the non-golden talents are. Some of them are good, like increasing your crit damage by 10% or so. But in general, it's just that the golden talents have more impact, and we are limited in the amount of talents that we can have. So yeah, this is why we do it like this. As I said, now I spent a lot of time and I calculated many different ways. Now this is what now happened. We sadly have to discard the result because we have the wrong talent. We don't want this. This is actually in general not such a good pet, so we discard the result. It hurts, but I'm very sure that this is the best approach from a mathematical perspective. As I said, I calculated this for hours and hours, and I think it is actually very important. So if you disagree, if you have some other perspective, some other ideas, another strategy, please let me know in the comments below, because it is very important actually that we are resource efficient here, because those eggs and those familiars, they are very limited. And yeah, this is why we have to do it like this. We have to find good ways, efficient ways. And it could definitely be that there are better ways. Still, I'm very confident that this is actually one of the best ways, at least. Okay, so now, as I said, we do the same process, but now with the golden pets. We go back to pets with no talents first. We don't have too many, honestly. And really just hope for the 50% to evolve the pet. And then we also have a 50% chance that, whoa, great, discard the result, please. All right. Let's hope for some good results. Perfect. This is exactly why we're doing this. And now we have the mythical perfect food pet. And I know that this was quite of a hard process now to get to this point, but it is worth it. I'm very confident to say that this is worth it. But yeah, as I said, please let me know about your approach. Oh, this is actually the wrong. Perfect. About your approach, about your approach. Also, as you can see now, we managed 2 times in a row now to downgrade our pet. Well, we have a 50% chance to upgrade our pet. Yeah, RNG is RNG. Wow, okay. Wow. I'm quite happy, honestly, that I didn't pull some shards today, because this would have been very rough. Or very good, you know. Okay. It doesn't it want us to give us the improvement, the rarity improvement. 1 more fuse, and now we have no parts left. Perfect. But okay, this is still very, very good. We keep the result here once again, and do the whole process 1 more time, and hope that it will be successful 1 more time as well. 1 talent, only 1 talent. Okay, sorry. Now it is actually a little bit more unlikely that we keep the result. But all those downgrades, this is kind of hilarious. All those pets here, they are potential food pets, so I want to keep all of them as they are for now. Also those, because I definitely, also those here, because I definitely want to make a PvP pet relatively soon, or next as well. But yeah, for now, first I want to focus on all the PvE pets first. Okay, we improved it a little bit. Now, just a little bit. Oh no, we lost attack stats, so I don't see this as an improvement, honestly. And yeah, keep on fusing. Can we get 1 more upgrade, please? Ah, it's too bad. This hurts. But okay, we discard the result and keep on with the process. We trust the process. But wow, all those downgrades, where have all those downgrades been when we needed them? And this hurts so badly. Well, we have to discard the result 1 more time. And then we only have like 2 more fusions left, okay? And then we're already done. Shit. Okay, this is also not good. Because this hurts. Here, I'm not 100% sure, honestly. But I think we still have to discard the result. Because it will just reduce, it will pretty much cut our chances in half if we use a pet like this as a food pet. And yeah, you see that there are so many different outcomes that we don't want to cut our probabilities in half. So yeah, 1 more time, we discard the result. It really hurts to discard all those results, but yeah. That's also okay, too bad now. So it was not the most successful fusing session actually. But yeah, we all did this for this moment. We have now 2 of those relatively good pets, food pets. And the ideal approach actually would be to save those pets now. To not feed them, but to save them. So don't do what I'm doing now, because I want to fuse them for now, just to see the outcome. I hope we have good luck. We have like, the chances are way lower than 50% that we have a successful outcome here, because yeah, there are many, many different possible outcomes. But whatever, let's fuse those pets. Hope for something good. Perfect. Nice. Okay, this is, yeah, definitely worth it. Now we're trading this talent here. After an ally uses an ultimate skill, heals the ally for 5%, which is actually a very cool talent. And then the ally healing granted plus 10% is also cool. So this was kind of quite a cool combination. But now we have the Spiker's Pursuit, which is so much better. So we keep the result. And yeah, now you see, the way to this point was very rough. It was relatively resource intense. On the other hand, we spent mostly epic resources and some legendary resources. But we didn't spend any very valuable pets to get to this point. And yeah, the outcome is definitely worth it, because in other ways and other approaches, as I said, to repeat this one final time, there is so much RNG involved, so I really like this approach. Now we keep on doing this process. I will now most likely, as I said, use the Saber Wing next, and fuse the Saber Wing with those pets here. Now, especially this pet here. I really hope that this fusing session was helpful for you, or entertaining, or whatever. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any disagrees with my statements or my method, and what method you are using. That's it for today. I wish you a very good day and a very good week ahead of you, and yeah, see you in the next one.